Best motherboards for Ryzen 9 5950X. The Ryzen 9 5950X has been all the rage recently among gaming enthusiasts and streamers because of its excellent overclocking abilities and stable performance delivery. The Ryzen 9 5950X is based on Zen 3 architecture and integrates AMD-exclusive StoreMI technology and Ryzen Master utility, further enhancing the rig's overclocking and processing ability. Also, it has 16 cores and 32 threads to provide a reliable and top-notch gaming experience. Plus, it offers a 3.4 GHz base clock and up to 4.9 GHz max boost clock. Hence Ryzen 9 5950X is a power-rich processor perfect for intense gamers, overclocking enthusiasts, and PC builders alike. You have made a great decision if you have invested in Ryzen 9 5950X. In addition, you will have to pick the best motherboard for Ryzen 9 5950X that should be a powerful and compatible motherboard to unleash top-tier performance. But remember, you can't pair Ryzen 9 5950X with just any motherboard. An incompatible motherboard will create tons of lagging and performance issues, not to mention, your money will be wasted. Top 3 products. 1. ASUS ROG Strix X570E. 2. GIGABYTE X570 AORUS Elite. 3. ASUS ROG Strix X570 iGaming. ASUS ROG Strix X570E. Specification. Brand, ASUS, memory, 128 GB DDR4 memory speed, 2133 MHz. Moreover, ASUS ROG Strix X570E has ASUS safe slot and is easy to configure BIOS flashback. Most importantly, it costs $320 to $325 on Amazon, which is reasonable considering ASUS ROG Strix X570E supports many advanced features. But it has only two M.2 connectors, which is not nearly enough. Still, this issue is minor, and if two M.2 connectors are adequate for your need, you should go for this motherboard. Pros. All-rounder. Cons. Only two M.2 connectors. GIGABYTE X570 AORUS Elite. Specification. Brand, GIGABYTE memory, 128 GB DDR4 memory speed, 2133 MHz. This is a quality motherboard that is ideal for gamers and overclockers. It also has a BIOS flashback, an integrated I/O shield, and RGB Fusion 2.0. In addition, the audio noise capacitors and audio noise guard provide HD audio. It is available on various online platforms for $209 to $215, which is relatively cheap. However, many people have complained that the RGB lights are barely visible, so their presence is not impactful. Also, it has no Type-C port on the rear side. Pros. Decent power solution. Good overclocking ability. Cons. No Type-C port on the rear side. RGB lights are barely visible. ASUS ROG Strix X570 iGaming. Specification. Brand, ASUS, chipset, AMD 570, socket, AM4, memory, 64 GB DDR4 memory speed, 2133 MHz. Also, it supports M.2 solution, USB 3.2 ports, and PCIe 4.0 slots to ensure fast data transfer and efficient processing. It does have a chipset heatsink, M.2 heatsink, and VRM heatsink, along with miniature fans, but reviews have reported that it does heat up under pressure. Pros. Premium and sturdy build. Extensive networking solutions. Cons. RGB software is problematic. Heats up under pressure.